Happy Friday, or as I usually say, Craft Roulette Day. I hope everyone is well. I actually got a box I was expecting this weekend from Stampin' Up and Brian that he was doing like a sales push for sort of end of the quarter stuff. So I had picked up some things I was thinking of getting anyway, and a couple stamp sets that have to do with a January challenge, which seems like forever from now because of, the holidays, but will probably be around the corner faster than we think. I always feel like, November and December between like my birthday and my uncle's birthday and Christmas and all the things. It's sort of like November is kind of calm because a lot of people travel, but like then December is completely bonkers. But anyway, so I don't know. I'm continuing my thing from yesterday of having time off and doing some crafting. So I am kind of transitioning to Christmas now, but we have some cool Happy Mail, and I'm pretty sure at least one of these things is a Halloween themed thing, given the stickers on the back. So we shall see. Yeah. Oh, and I'm wearing my panda shirt. So we are in full sort of happy crafting mode. But let me swap down to my desk. That's not my desk. Oh, well, that's interesting. I just lost my cell phone. 1 second, please. What happened? Oh, StreamYard. Doo-doo-doo-doo. There we go. My desk is back. And you got to see how cute my shirt was. So everybody wins, I think. And I think that's alrighty. Let's try this again. Because technical difficulties, and that's not quite what we want. And there we go. Shazam. We are at my desk. So this is the first card I have. This one is from Kendra of Kendra's Card Challenges, which is somewhat apropos because I'm trying to pick out what papers I want to do for my first round of Kendra's Card Challenge 12, which launched in October, but I've been very behind with Halloween everything. I got, I think, 10 or 15. Ooh, this is really pretty. She's been doing a lot of these foil toner sheets lately, and they just look awesome. I actually have a foiling machine, not a fancy one, but like I don't know, one of those sort of. I'm trying to remember what brand it is. It's not Amazon, but it's like an office laminating machine. But anyway, I have yet to use it. I do have some actual. I have some polyglaze from Gina K sheets that I haven't used either, but I know where all that stuff is, so I should try it at some point. I know. I think I was watching Dawn, a crafty visage on YouTube, and she was using some of these toner sheets and was getting some really cool results. And ooh, we get bonusy things. What do we have? We have basically a foiled sheet that we could then cut up. It says some very nice fall things. Happy fall, y'all, which is my favorite. Autumn greetings. Grateful for you. Thinking of you. Autumn blessings. Happy harvest. I still want to find a good die that has the sentiment gather, because that's it's one of Teresa's favorites, and it's also kind of one of my favorites. So I don't know. It's interesting. Anyway, this is really cute, and there's a personal message inside. And Kenner does the same thing I do, which is if you often I mean, depending on what the card is, if I'll often put the actual sentiment on like a sticky note, and then you can take it off if you need to. And I am not sure who this one is from. I am guessing it's from the Chat with Sassy Rack, but we shall see. It comes with bubble wrap. Oh, this is really fancy. This is fancy. I should invest in this at some point. This is just like packing material from the UPS store, I think. I'm not going to flip this over because it's got addresses on it, but the return address, is actually embossed, which is a really cool look on like a colored envelope like that. I want to, like, assuming I ever get my act together with embossing, that is definitely worth doing. I believe this is a jaded blossom gnome, but I don't think the snowflake, or sorry, the spider web is jaded blossom, and I think these are different. They're really nicely done. You see both the background has a lot of stamping, and I think this is a pattern paper, but I think the bats are stamped. I could be wrong. And then obviously some heat embossing and some nice ink blending around the edge of the tombstones. And I don't know, this is just a really, there's a lot of attention to detail in this card, and a lot of mine aren't that way sometimes. Let me just see. Oh, and this is from Danny's Swap, and one of the folks there. So thank you very much. This is quite a beautiful card. I don't know. I really like it. But I don't really send dimensional cards that much, but I really like how this one is done. Anyway, so those are those things. I don't think I've missed anyone in the chat. That is good. And let's take a look at the stuff in the box, because that's. Ooh, this one's heavy. So I did buy a bunch of cardstock, so that's why this box is so heavy. Which is, I don't know. People have been, and by people I mean Danny, have been saying that they have really good cardstock, and I seem to remember that I got some Navy cardstock from them at some point, and I really liked it, and it was just sort of fun. And it's a lot like the Spellbinders in that it's a heavier weight than like Recollections or Hobby Lobby, and it is a fully dyed core, so you don't really need to worry about white edges. I found a lot of the heavier papers, particularly from Hobby Lobby, like on there. Oh, hey, Ron, how are you? Hello. Hi. Is my camera not working? Oh, well. I'm pretty sure that was weird. Anyway, hopefully you are well. And let's see what we got. We got a box We got some cardstock, more cardstock. I'll just grab all the cardstock. These are basically holiday colors. So I got their real red. Oh. Well, that's weird. My cell phone just died. Again. Except it says it's still in the stream. Why are you mad at me, cell phone? Oh. Let's. One moment. I don't know why the cell phone is being weird today. Unless it's the weather. Do, 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 do. So. Okay, I think that's muted. Okay, I think that's muted. Not so much. Wow. There we go. Oh goodness, this is turning into one of those things, isn't it? Let's try this again. And hopefully we'll get my desk back. If not, I can just like hold stuff up, but that's kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It might be Halloween and we're just getting sort of strangeness happening. Okay. I think this is working. I'm not reverbing. So there's that. And it's spinning. Well, this is unideal. What is going on? Oh, there it is. Oh my. Oh, and we're in like really awful quality too. Let's see if we can fix that. No. Oh well. I guess. Oh, it looks like it sort of improved. Anyway, I'm not sure why it's freaking out, but I think we will just move along. And hopefully it's spazzing out less on the YouTube side. Oh, see, here we go. And now it just dropped again. I don't know. I'm just going to hold stuff up because this is getting somewhat ridiculous. And we'll see how that goes. So, Christmas colors, basic Christmas colored cardstock. So, I have this sort of mossy color, and that's really reflecting a lot. And then two reds, basically like it's hard to see because of this, but basically like a muted red and a true red. So that's the cardstock that I picked up. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna just try restarting my phone and see if that will. Maybe I can just throw it into airplane mode and see if that will help stabilize it. I'm guessing it's been like weirdly rainy and also foggy here for the last few days. So I don't know if for some reason like the cellular connection is just bad. Because it's like I'm getting very few bars and I usually get better than that. So I think that maybe what's going on, that the network is just having issues. So, well, let's restart this guy, and we will still move on, but the first for me where like the cellular network is crappy because I'm like right next to a cell tower. But anywho, so the next thing I picked up was another kit. Um, Let me actually bust into this one. This is last year's kit that has to do with Christmas tags. So I am a big fan, but essentially we'll make 3 tags that look like that. And you're probably in reverse, but basically it makes a star Christmas. Oh, I was upside down. That's easier. It's a star, it's a reindeer, a tree, and a star. So I may play with those in a future video. I think I can. And it does come with ink in some color that is, this is a color we looked at before. It's like a tealy kind of whatever. And I was curious what sentiments it does, similar to the one we played with last Sunday. Whoa. I have to figure out where my camera is. There we go. So this is the one we played with last Sunday, and it has a lot of similar sentiments that are very sort of tag friendly. You know, Merry Christmas, with love, enjoy, all those kind of things. But I'm actually, I don't know, I've been very pro tag recently as just sort of a fun thing to make that's sort of low effort. Um, well, I mean, low effort's not quite fair, but like it's a nice way to sort of add to a gift and do all that stuff. And my phone restarted. Let's see if it wants to behave this time. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's sort of they're a neat project that you can do in a few minutes, and I always like those because it always seems like, yeah, I still have like no signal. That's weird. Well, we shall try, but because I'm still live. Whoop, wrong button. Do. Or we'll just continue holding stuff up. I mean, that works too. I did pop in, and I seem to be not horribly misaligned. So let's try this. Maybe 98 times the charm. You never know. Oh, and we are getting. Oh, that's. Whoops. Oh, I think we're just misaligned because I can't see where my desk is. There we go. Okay, I'm done moving it. Anyway, I don't know. I kind of blame Kathy Zilski a little bit because, like, she does sound effects when she does things, and I'm always kind of like, I don't know. Sound effects are kind of fun. Anyway, what else did we pick up? We picked up a couple. Not that. So I picked up a couple of their, mostly with like bonus credit that I had because I was sort of like, I should use this for something. But these are the nicer blocks, and I was very curious what I think of them. And so they've got this like ridgy thing that definitely makes them heavier and easier to hold. Where's another block? Here we go. So this is the other one. And you can see there's like a huge difference in thickness between the two. I still don't love that there's no grid on this. I think you could argue that, like, well, since there's no grid, you can see the grid on your mat. But I actually like. I don't see where my other block is at the moment, but I have a Simon Hurley block that basically has grid lines all over it. So I don't know. These seem like solid blocks, but I would like them better if they had grid lines. Just because, like, if I'm I don't know. Here's an example card. So like if I have a card here, like I can't really see evenness. So then I'd have to get out like a T ruler, which I think I just found a T ruler I had, but anyway. Oh, so sorry, Ron. So the blocks are for like clingy stamps like these, where basically you would grab one of these. So these are like what's called photopolymer, but they're very close to a silicone. So basically you just stick the flat side here and then you can stamp with them. So that's what these things are for. But people have said that, like, especially if you have hand dexterity issues, like these thinner ones are just very hard to hold on to. The thing I find hard about them is like lining them up, you really have to hold the edge kind of. But I think the thicker ones will definitely be easier to use. And honestly, the thing I use these most for often is just like if I'm gluing something, you can just like leave it down and that will sort of leave it in place. Oh, and I got one more color of cardstock that is spruce, which is bluish green essentially. It's much more green than blue. Like it's not, it looks like it's definitely a green and not a teal, but it's sort of that. And then I picked up this winter paper, which is sort of a hint to the challenge I'm running in January if you make projects. But well, we can cut into this a little, well, not like cut into it, but open it up and see what we got in here. I do wish there, just on a packaging note, like I do like how the Echo Park papers actually come in like a sleeve you can reuse. But anyway, so this is all sort of, we'll say winter but not Christmas kind of themed. And this is similar to the adventure paper we had, where you just sort of cut it in the middle and then you have all these treescapes. So that is, ooh, this one I like. I love winter with like a blue theme, if that makes sense. Like I love when people just do winterscapes with just blue. Yeah, so a lot of florals, a lot of trees, a lot of like snow in the woodlands. I don't know. Does Ohio have woodlands? Wisconsin kind of gets we'll just look at the other side, which usually the other sides are sort of the I don't know, less patterny sides, which is true here. I mean, essentially you have like the whole color palette, but just this one's really neat. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Wisconsin gets very tree-ish once you get further north of about halfway up the state. Then you start really seeing a lot of I don't know, sort of forests and whatnot. What are you? Oh, you're another one of those. Okay, so we have some snowflakes and we have some stars. There we have Merry Christmas and a few other things, but I didn't really have star anything, so that's why I was interested in those. And I feel like I use snowflakes more than anything else. And Let It Snow, I think, is always a nice like winter greeting. You can't really see these because they're clear stamps, so you can't see too much of them. And this guy, I guess I should say, this guy came with a punch. It's basically like a 2-inch punch that makes this snowflake topper thing. But I'm curious how I'm going to use that because I never use things as intended, really. And I believe the stars came with this extra pack. I guess I shouldn't say came with. I paid for it, but you know what I mean. Like, hey, Cindy, how are you? If I can figure out. I always get confused as to how to open these things. And what do we have? It is a cut and emboss, which Lynn just did a thing on a Spellbinders version of that. So there are even more things to open. Because why not? I believe this is in the embossing folder. Yeah. So this does the star patterns. Actually, you can't actually see that on camera. But this I thought was really cool. Like, this would be really neat to, like, ink blend over, basically. And I believe the cut part of this is there are dies that cut out the snowflakes so that, I don't know if it cuts out the embossed snowflakes or cuts out the snowflakes that are stamps. Who knows? Or, sorry, the stars. I'm just confusing myself today. We're gonna not try and put that back together. But anywho, let's see. We will take a look at this one. I do like that everything comes in pockets, which is kind of nice. I was just going through and like buying a bunch of more pockets because I like to use them to keep like sort of projects that are actively going on together. Oh, nice. Yeah, I guess I can't say I'm starting my Christmas cards because I made like 60 in July, but oh, okay. So you do have, I think that's how this works. So I think that there are a few outline dies. Here are the stamps. So yeah, I think like this is an outline die, and some of these are outline dies, and I think this cuts out whatever this says. Wishing you the best and brightest holiday season. I wish they had gone with like some more generic things. Like the only sentiments here are like Christmas, which is a little disappointing. But anywho. But there are some really cool, like these are really cool standalone dies, I think. Well, I don't think these coordinate with a specific stamp. Where this one definitely does. Where did I put the embossing folder? Here we go. We can see if they may coordinate with things that are in the embossing folder. Hi, Annie. How are you? I'm just confusing myself per usual. So I don't know. We'll have to play around with it. I think the intention here is that these coordinate with things that this embossing folder makes, and then you can cut them out. Well, I use it that way. Who knows? But they have some very nice sort of. It's nice that it's not like the normal 5-point star or the normal 6-point star. I kind of like that they're sort of a little more unique. But anywho. I think that's pretty much all I have to chat with you guys about today. I've been doing a lot of crafting. Oh, Annie, since you weren't here before, got some cool winter paper, which we may or may not be using for a challenge coming up in January. And I don't think you saw the 2 cards I got, so I'll just show those once more for anyone who came in afterwards. I got this hello card from Kendra, which uses sort of a very harvesty orange kind of like foil laminate toner sheet. I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually like a glitter foil kind of in real life. That stuff always is awful on camera. So anyway, and then I got this great trick or treat card with a cute little gnome, and it's really popped up and it's pretty cute. And this was from someone in my friend Danny's swap group. So I got those 2 cards in the mail. I have like 3 other cards in the mail. Somehow I've gotten all the cards that I had in swap, so I don't know what they are, but I don't know. I'm sure we can look at them all on Sunday and go from there. But anywho, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your Friday. I will be streaming tomorrow at 2 on the Prickly Pear channel on 2 Central. And then my friend Lynn is having a surprise-ish live at 4 p.m. my time. And that one is a sort of a redo of our card kit swap live of, I don't know, maybe a month ago, where everybody sent each other different little mini card kits. And I sent one to Crafty Mama Diaries, who's going to be crafting with it live tomorrow. So I'm interested to see what she makes, just because it's sort of like, I don't know, I feel like we all kind of deviated from sort of whatever was intended, but that's half the fun, right? When something comes out a little differently than you said. And I think that's all this weekend, other than my usual 6 p.m. Sunday live. So that's pretty much all we got. And here's hoping on Sunday we have fewer technical issues, because it's always annoying when the desk cam decides to jump out for no reason at all. Anyway, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you in the various chats and channels and whatnot. And as always, if you have thoughts, comments, or things you'd like to see, just leave them in the comments on any of my videos, because I always get notified. So anyway, hope you guys have a great rest of your day.